Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to 22 Panels in the Heavy Metal Book Club, where we are reading, is it issue 12? Yeah, issue 12, 1978, issue 3. Uh, they talk about the next one being their 1 year anniversary, so I guess that makes sense. You know, your 13th month is a year after the first one.
hmm
So, yeah, 12, 12 in. It's only taken us a little bit more than a year. We missed 1 or 2 months in there, I think. So how's everybody doing? I went all mellow there. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lose energy as
Very,
a.
very chill vibes in the book club today.
Very chill.
Well,
Uh,
this guy with the whip on the cover scared me.
I
I
mean,
just
Why
looked
it's
at
did
it for
you?
wraparound cover.
Yeah,
is
it
that a
is,
whip?
isn't it?
I
I
don't
think
know
it's a
what the heck
riding
that
crop.
is. Oh, I could see that.
Looks like a riding crop to me. Let's go to the last bit. Yeah, definitely a riding crop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know if I can count this as my favorite panel, but I
I
do.
was
I was
when I
I
when
was
I
kind of
when I first saw it, I was like, "There's gonna be
I
a lot of people who are thinking about picking that."
Yeah, I do love the Charles Vest self-portrait.
Uh,
I don't
saying
see why it couldn't be your favorite panel. We've had some interesting favorite panels before that were.
That's true. I
I think
just
I picked
I
a
feel like the
promo one time.
portrait. Yeah, yeah, but even when you picked it from the promo, it was like a panel above the text,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
This is
This is
just
this
a splash
well,
that's
this
not
is a
part of a
splash
story.
page. It's a single panel stretched across a page.
And it does feel
Panel
like we kind of
one.
got some stories going on since we
that's
got the
right.
aliens
Yeah.
dropping off of
This
his drawing table and
this is technically my favorite comic as well, is what you're saying.
yeah, it could be. It's my favorite story and my favorite
Yeah.
panel.
It
hmm
was a pretty good
I don't know if
story.
I'll go quite that far, but I might because this is. I love how he's barefoot, wrapped
It is
wrapped
pretty
his
nice.
wrapped his feet around the stool. I think it's interesting that he uses a stool on wheels and doesn't have his feet planted on the floor, which means he must be really careful not to accidentally push himself away from the table.
Well, it's probably to position himself to get better angles on the paper,
Yeah, yeah,
guide himself around.
yeah. I like the little sort of eyeball alien on top of the lamp
The light.
Yeah.
that has a damsel in distress
Oh, there you go.
and the guy with the sword.
hmm
I mean, it seems like we've got a lot of different genres going here. Um,
I mean,
but
mostly
Still space,
sci-fi.
man. Right?
mostly,
Yeah, even the little guy with the sword looks more spacey than he does
yeah,
medieval.
it's like spacey swords and sorcery. So okay, I can go with that.
I mean, Luke Skywalker has a lightsaber.
That's true. That's
It could
true.
just be like that. It's hard to
That's
tell
true.
in black and white sometimes,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
that fine of black and white. Like if it was larger, we'd be able to a little bit more. Yeah, you can zoom in, sure.
So, is it a dragon? No, it's not a dragon. Or
It
something
kind
else.
of does look like a dragon in there, but it could just actually be the word balloon. So there's like
Uh,
a chasm, so maybe somebody fell into it.
yeah, it
Yeah,
does
that's what
look
it
like
looks
a
like.
chasm.
I
This guy's wearing pixie boots. The guy with the sword
Yeah,
wearing pixie boots and like
Washbusters.
booty shorts.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever seen the saucer that fires from the top. That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I thought it was being shot, but now that you say that, you're right. I think it
Yeah,
is.
no, it's got like a Millennium Falcon turret gun on top, but it's
It's kind of cool.
yeah. So lots of creativity in this panel. It might win best story.
I
Charles
mean,
Vest self portrait.
what is the Millennium Falcon other than a saucer with prongs on it?
I mean, it's a hunk of junk, but I mean,
Fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy.
that's right. I like the
A
insectoid
galaxy far, far
helmets.
away. They are fun
Oh,
helmets.
and is that R2D2 over in the corner there?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think
Definitely
it's actually
Not
R2D2.
It's a droid of
Those are
some
definitely not the
but
droids you're looking for.
But they are. There are two droids hiding in the corner there
Yeah,
that are
could say it's-
reminiscent of
yeah.
3PO
Yes,
and
there are.
R2.
be an homage of sorts.
Yeah, no, the short one actually has legs. So
Mhm.
so that's where it can't be R2.
And yeah. When did the first Star Wars come out again?
77. This would have been
Okay.
after.
Fair enough. I always forget that date because we've
Yeah.
talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not the first time we've had discussions
So this
discussions on homages to Star Wars.
definitely has the possibility of like, yeah, coming up later. I really do love this. I mean, in some ways it was unfair because it was almost like it was all downhill from here.
Yeah, yeah, really. Yeah,
I feel like they should have made this like the last page.
yeah, yeah.
Put this on the back
Yeah,
cover.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, it was a bit of a highlight. I will say that.
I just realized that the castle keep is also very phallic in dead.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Very
That's a castle
squatty.
keep.
Kind of. It's like the mountain that they're in, isn't
I
it?
mean, it's phallic, but I don't know.
Because aren't those
That
windows up there?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
Whatever
like.
it is, it looks like a
Okay,
giant book.
I'm just gonna put this out right as we start Den. Most of Den has made a fair amount of sense to me, and I'm not saying that this doesn't make sense to me, but it's very chaotic from
Yeah.
like the get-go, and like I have like in this what I think is the last bit of it, or at least the
It's
last bit of this arc.
yeah.
Um, I'm having like the hardest trouble figuring out what like half the stuff that's going on is.
Don't disagree.
But there's
Which
this really cool pit of fire. Or
is
eye,
I
or
mean, like,
I don't even know what it is.
I think it's an explosion, I guess, but it also looks like an eye.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For that matter, this panel here, the dragon flying out of the mist,
Yeah.
that's high on my list too.
That's a pretty good panel.
Go on.
It had to have been an explosion because he says that explosion was beyond my understanding.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah. I think that's where I got that it was an explosion from. But
But we're not certain that the monster was killed.
Oh, of course.
no, we're not really certain about
Anything.
much other than it seems like the guy who had been the most or been one of the Lord villain and the lady villain. I don't know. The Lord villain seems like he died, and the lady villain, I'm guessing, also died, but we don't
Mhm.
see that as clearly.
And then
And
the end
that's
page is
this
really
is
pretty.
the end of the first story arc
First
for
arc.
Den, correct?
Yeah.
You
I
tell
believe so.
me. You know more
I
about
think it
Den than
is.
I do.
I do love this last page too.
Yeah, that's a good
Very
one.
nice.
Colors are just outstanding.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's kind of fun, just confusing.
It is pretty much just chaotic action though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It
It's like,
reminds
no,
me.
you can't sacrifice her. I'm coming to get her, and now everything's gonna blow up and we're gonna run away.
Right.
And there's this really weird monster thingy that's really hard to identify. It's kind of a dragon, it's kind of just slime.
I mean, yeah.
The
Like
texture.
here, it kind of looks like a dragon, and here it
Mhm.
kind of looks like a dragon.
It mostly
here-
sort of looks like slime the entire
Yeah.
time, but it's just not well enough choreographed to really know what it's supposed to be,
So
is my
you're right.
problem.
Maybe the phallic thing on page 1 is the monster.
Hmm.
Could be that, or it could be, yeah, I don't know. It's
And he woke
Because
up
they're
the
all
monster.
up on the roof here.
right. This is bad. I think this is the place where they were trying to sacrifice her earlier in the story arc.
Right.
And, we could go back to that and see what it looked like then. I don't remember, but, he's making some reference to Great Uluk for the sacrifice. So
Well,
I could believe that.
this is a good reason for us to go just read Den straight through at some point. It's
I mean,
available
that would
much
be
nicer.
good way to figure out like what's
Yeah.
going on, I hope.
Yeah. Once you go to the library, because Den's on Hoopla,
There you go.
and then we can do the remastered Den sometime. Um, but yeah, other than that, it's a Den story. Beautiful, but I don't always know what's going on.
Agreed.
I guess his dick isn't flopping around quite as much.
Well, it's
No,
just
they
because he's
they
trying to
seem
grab.
to have cut down on dick images a lot more.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, see, I mean, the pommel of the dragon's even in the way here.
Which is confusing because, you know, previously his dick was a third leg.
That's right. Where is his dick in this?
I'm thinking he's sitting on it.
I think this has got to hurt.
He's sitting on his dick.
Yeah, he's
Something like
tucked
that.
it, and he sounds like Buffalo Bill from Silence
Uh,
of the Lambs.
Gotcha. Alright, fair enough.
Ah,
All right. What did we think of the ruse?
another
It,
Charles Vess, which I love.
Oh yeah, the picture was amazing.
the picture's
Yep.
great. I like the
I was
picture a lot. The
I was thrown
story,
off
God.
at I was thrown off at first because there was that first part of the story, the first page, and then this image, and I was like, oh, I'm not sure what to take away from this story right now. And then I flipped the page and I was like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, it it was a little obvious.
Yeah, I
Yep.
feel like this is the second or third time that it's been like uh, this drawn out to get to a mediocre punchline that you saw coming a mile away.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not
I
sure I'd
don't,
use the term punchline because I don't think it's a joke, but
Well, no, okay, payoff.
yeah,
Mediocre payoff.
conclusion.
yeah. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, yeah, the kid can like he can do the thing that Bran can do in Game of Thrones. He
he can
can
warg,
Right,
he
right.
warg
yeah, he
into
can
other,
warg.
he can
He
warg
puts
into like rocks and shit.
right. So he warged into this monster just as his dad killed it, and that didn't go well.
Yeah.
Turns out you don't
Never,
want to feel a monster be killed.
I don't want to
never would have
say
guessed that.
I don't want to say it's a bad story. I think it's an overly safe story with a perfectly fine, perfectly safe concept. Like it's a concept that we all kind of saw coming. It's written well.
I think it could
It's
have
just
been
not terribly
interest.
surprising.
I think it could have been way more interesting if it was like half a page to a page longer, and it was into his dad that he went at that moment and discovered that it was the first time that he was killing a thing,
Yeah,
but he'd managed to have that like confidence
yeah. All
and
right.
then some sort of
I
resolution from
mean,
there.
I don't know. Like, that could be interesting. I mean, even if the kid didn't like, have this total and like didn't essentially just zombie over after he was in the warged in the creature's head and had to come back with the terrifying feeling of being killed. And now what do you do with that? It could be interesting. But again, that would be a much longer, deeper
That would be
story.
well, that would be at least a page longer.
Right.
So
As
the last
page and a half
paragraph.
stories go, it's not horrible.
So the last paragraph So it says suddenly a roar blasted the roof's brains into fragments, and his own mind exploded at the same moment. And so I took that as the kid is dead. The kid
That's how
also
I
died.
feel.
Yeah, and so only
Yeah.
the hideous scream remained until he died hours later. So the kid's hideous scream is now replacing the Roos's scream as the thing that haunts
Right.
his death,
Right.
which I thought was that was all right. That was okay. Um, but again, like the fact that he went in and I think the obvious ending was executed well. I think
Oh
it's just
yeah.
it's a
I agree with that.
well-written story that's just an overly safe premise, I think. Um,
Well, and writing stories this short isn't actually easy.
yeah,
So
right.
I'll give them
Nope.
that.
There was a moment when I was like, okay, I know what's coming. And then I started to second guess. I was like, do I maybe I'm being fooled right now.
Right.
It's called The Ruse. And then they started talking about his dad, and I was
Right.
like, what if his dad is the monster and it's
Well,
disguised as
well,
dad? No,
the the
it started to
ruse is one of the
overcomplicate it.
reasons I started wondering. His dad saying that he's done all this stuff. Did he?
Yeah. Yeah. And so I started to like try and second guess
Right.
multiple meanings for the title and the name of the monster. And I was like, "Ah,
Yeah. I think you're right, Dylan. It's an overly safe sort of story because essentially what they did was the story itself doesn't feel like much of a ruse. They've given you all the elements to say,
yep.
hey, like, here's this kid who can mind meld with the things around him, like essentially blades of grass, animals, whatever. I I don't know if it was just animals, but that's essentially what he's doing.
Mhm.
And then you are on this hunt, which is like, okay, I don't know if his dad knows his son can do this. I think that's
Doesn't seem
mentioned.
like he does.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because
Seems
they
like his
mentioned that
son's still
they
hiding
mentioned that
it.
the dad never explicitly tells him not to go in his mind, and so like
Right.
to point out that he never told him not to would it imply I think that the dad does know is my guess.
yeah, I mean, like his dad keeps telling him to stay focused, which is
Mhm.
also another like sort of thing that sort of sounds like, hey, don't go wander. You need to be here.
Mhm.
But then the other flip side of it is, why does his dad have his son out with him, his son who has this ability to go in the mind of other things on a hunt, when his son like will go into the mind of other things, but not like be like just sort of how do I say this? He just sort of it's like if you had daydream, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not focused. You're going off and thinking about other things. It's like the dad's like, I know my son daydreams, and I know that during his daydreams he goes into like other creatures' minds.
Mhm.
Why? So my question is like, why do you think it's smart to bring your daydreaming son out on this hunt where he could go
It's
into the
time for
mind of,
him to learn. He's got to become a man.
all right, anyhow.
I mean,
And
that's
Diana.
how I took it. I took it as a rite of passage.
Yeah, except his dad doesn't sound like that's how he feels about him. His dad's like, "Oh, my perfect sweet little boy." Like if you read like the first paragraph or two, like his father is already, you know, very well proud of his son. And like, yeah, it could be a rite of passage, I guess, but I'm just not I don't feel like anything in the story resonated to me as this is a rite of passage. Like this is something you have to do. So, I mean, it's a story. It's good. I like it. Again, if you don't look too far outside of the parameters of it, which I think I'm doing now, it's it's good. It's just
It actually says mutant some said, so people must have known that he could sensitize completely.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, also, it was the late 70s, so different
Well,
ideas.
as
It's a
Dennis
different
Kitchen
time.
explained to me when we were talking last, you have to realize how much pot they were smoking. And how much they assumed that the people reading the stories were also smoking pot.
They were assuming they were smoking the same, if not more.
Are you
Right.
guys not high as kites right now? I thought we
I
were
am not.
I
I
thought we
thought
were all
we
high as kites.
I thought we all smoked tons of pot before this podcast and
I
before
did
reading
not.
this.
I did
Oh,
not.
did I make up that we made that? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm not high either.
You didn't get the memo?
And I shouldn't have brought that up. I realized, seeing as some of us here's jobs rely heavily on not doing drugs.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Anyhow,
The Winter of the Last Combat.
I love this.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is the part 2 of the one
Yeah.
we started last time.
But
It's
again,
good. It's really a downer though.
it
Yeah.
feels like I'm reading an illustrated classic, which isn't a bad thing. The art's just phenomenal.
The art is great. I love the art here. I loved it in the last one too.
The inking, oh my god, I love the inking technique they use.
This set or this
Uh-huh.
it's like a triptych all in one panel,
Yep.
and then the scream underneath it just like
Yeah. Phenomenal.
yeah. I think and I'm remembering the last one more now. I think very similar to the last one, which is visually absolutely stunning. Story, like the plot is pretty good. It's probably a little wordier than it needs to be. I wonder how much is lost in translation.
All I
You know,
remember was I really liked the last one story-wise and art-wise, and yeah, I might have been a little worried, but it wasn't like I didn't have so much problem with the wordiness in either of them. The
right.
one I like less, the part I like less about this one is it just sort of, how long is it? A few pages?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 5
6,
pages, they take
6. 1, 2,
Yeah, it's
3.
6.
6. Okay, so in 6 pages, they take all the epicness of the last one where it's like, okay, I'm this like sort of rugged warrior, and they're like, okay, he has a fever. All right, that's fair. Like, that's something for him to overcome. He's having fever dreams. That's kind of scary. The girl he helped is kind of helping him through it. Okay, he gets back to his castle and finds out that his wife is dead. Okay, well, this sucks more now. Not only is he having hallucinations about his wife, but he is finally decided to finding out that his wife is actually dead. Oh, in his, finding out his wife is dead and being distracted with that, the girl that he saved just died from bandits.
Wow.
Batting 2 for 2.
And then just to top it all off,
Wolves.
he goes chasing after the bandits only to get attacked by wolves and die. And he does mention that the bandits are dead from the wolves too, kind of a little bit of a silver lining, but also kind of like, I don't know. It just felt like we're now gonna layer this back, and in 6 pages, we're just gonna make everything worse.
Yeah, but at least now
Well,
we know there's not going to be a part 3.
we want to be realistic.
I don't mind if there was not a part 3 and they didn't
This
make
is
everything
real
terrible.
Dark Ages tale.
Yep.
Frankly, it's shocking that he survived the fever. But I mean,
Yeah, I'm not. I get it's a Dark Ages tale, but it's like it's the level of grimdark where it's like, okay, before it was a Dark Ages tale, and now we're just gonna slam it all on and make everything terrible that could happen happen. And I'm just like, really? I don't know. I liked it fine.
yep. I like how the colorist defended himself in the mail.
I didn't read that. What did he say?
R.E. Mike Wagner's personal complaint, Chainmail Heavy Metal number 10, about the
Got it, yeah.
brutal mutilation of Von Bodie's sunpot. I, as colorist, would like to submit a plea of not guilty. May surprise Mr. Wagner, but Von Bodie is dead. No one can replace him, and since he didn't color Sunpot before he died, the job had to be given to someone else. Those familiar with Bodie's later work will understand why Sunpot had to be colored. As for my part, I'm not Von Bodie, but I came closer to capturing the coloring he used than anyone else so far. It should also be pointed out that whereas Bodie hand colored his originals with dry marks on Bristol board, I was given third generation photostats to color with Dr. Martin's dyes, which would explain some of the technical differences. Finally, I would like to state that most of the color choices were actually taken from Bodie's Bodie Erotica and Cavalier, of which I have quite a collection. Sincerely, Bruce D. Patterson.
Good for him.
I didn't even
Yeah.
get to read that those this time. So
Well, there have been
No.
enough fun letters that I try not to skip them.
that's not
Yeah, I 100%
That was the
support
fun one
Bruce.
this time. Well, I'm always bothered by when, and I guess it was more of a thing at one point, but it's like if you're actually going to write a letter in, have most of it be good. And be light with your criticism. You're not their editor.
Right?
I mean, I guess tons of them have been printed through the years. I mean, you go through old Marvel comic books and you're
I
like,
mean,
really? You're going to tell Jack Kirby that he should have done a panel differently?
I'll be perfectly honest with you. The stuff that you see here, like, I have to imagine that they don't get 2 letters every month and that's it. They probably get tons and tons and they choose the letters they want to
Right.
put in there
Oh,
because
Yeah.
they are more entertaining, even if they
Right.
are harsher, right?
Right. So it's entirely possible that people who do it, it's to get their letter into.
That also could be it.
They're gaming it.
I mean, for that matter, Mad Magazine used to deliberately put the ones that they could put the wittiest responses to.
Yeah.
Also
So
true.
you were absolutely going ridiculous in hopes that they'd put you in and like burn you.
Yeah, they used to. I mean, even chainmail, like even heavy metal, had some responses to some of them. They don't.
This one
This
does
time
too.
it does it?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
there it is.
because there's a
DRR.
question. There's a question about where you can get Metal Hurlant and Les Echos de Savanas. So they gave them addresses for those.
Nice.
One in Grass Valley, California, and one in Paris. Diabolical Planet Part 2. I do love the idea of a parachute in space.
Yeah.
What was it trying to accomplish?
I do not know.
I mean, there's drag. I get it, but was it just trying to like slow down the thing that he was detaching from? Hard to tell.
Yeah, I do not know. Because we don't see them again once we turn the page. They're gone.
Well,
Maybe
yeah,
the
'cause-
parachutes are for re-entry. But if that's
Yeah.
the case, then they burn up in the atmosphere. They need to be deployed after that.
Right. Right.
Yep.
All I know is he says Yahoo, everything's going perfectly. So
Yep.
whatever they're
Must
for,
have been all according to
he thinks
plan.
they
That's
worked.
right. It's in the script, guys. I love it.
Oh, what the parachutes were for.
The mask and cheeks are interesting.
Yep.
I
Makes
think
it
the
look
mask
like the
is
top of his
amusing.
head is like caved in.
The mask is definitely one of the best parts of this comic. Not because it's good, but just because
No, because it makes him
takes
look
this
skeletal.
It takes this
Mhm.
character, it takes this character who, frankly, I don't know, everything seems to kind of portray him as a hero, except he doesn't act much like a hero.
Mm.
I mean, don't you know that all rich entitled white men are heroes?
Obviously, that's why you can,
This is way above of it, way above ahead of its time.
right. That's why
He's,
he, stopped some car and, took the guy hostage with his gun.
I mean, clearly that was the bad guy.
Clearly.
The the fish man was the bad guy going about his day.
He's not a white man.
Right.
He's a literal
So
alien,
happy
Peter.
to
Are
be
you
here right
defending the
now.
alien?
Yes.
Are you trying to say aliens have feelings too?
That guy looks really scared in that one little circle
I
panel
know,
right there.
but look at this smile. Is that the smile of a villain?
No, of course
Yeah.
not. I don't know, kind of.
Yeah. Do I need to say yes?
Dylan's like, where did this go off the rails? But he gets the girl.
Again, another thing I have an issue with. This comic would have been so much better had he come in after doing this terrible thing to the alien, which, by the way, he's the alien. And she said,
White men are
"Oh,
never aliens.
it would have been so much better if she'd been like, oh, you're here. What are you doing here?" And then been like, "Oh, no, me and the doctor are actually, engaged now. I thought you would have moved on with your life." Would have been so
Yeah.
much better. Such a missed opportunity.
I can see it.
But then the hero wouldn't have gotten the babe.
He, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It would have been so much better if the quote unquote hero wasn't the hero. I'm not saying because I love the doctor or
I
anything, just,
mean, she's in a prison. He's saving her.
yeah, again, it would have been so much better had she not really been in a prison, had she just been there. But they were like, nope, she's in a prison. The doctor, made it so she can only breathe in water. Like, okay. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so energetic about this.
Because I know how to push your buttons.
That's part of it, yeah. But no, I mean, I think the game was called Braid, and it's like Super Mario, like it's a platformer, right? And you're chasing after the princess, trying to save her from, I don't
Good stuff.
remember, like, well, from the big bad, quote
Yeah, I'm
unquote, only to find out at the end of, like, sometime late in the game or at the end of the game that you're actually the villain trying to capture the princess and she's just getting away.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, I always thought that there was thing Mario anyway. I mean, just cause King Koopa's ugly, we think he's the bad guy.
typically that's
I mean, to be perfectly
Mario's the one
honest,
that
that's
kills so many things.
true.
Those mushrooms have families.
Those Koopas have families.
yeah, I think Koopas are a little bit more.
I almost wish we were a video podcast just for Dylan's faces. We've been doing this. He's just going, I don't even know what
Well,
to say.
I was thinking like the Goombas have families, but I think like the blocks and stuff are actually the members, like the citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom.
They
right?
might be.
I think in the
Yeah.
original, I think in the original story, like they were all turned
Oh,
into like bricks and stuff, and so every time you
Yeah,
break
so
a brick,
so
you're
the more you
annihilating a living
yeah,
person.
the more bricks you break, the yeah, okay. So
Well,
Mario
that's
is an absolute monster, is what
Oh
you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
probably.
Total monster.
Donkey Kong aside, he's still a complete monster.
Well, I'm not convinced that Donkey Kong wasn't trying to save the girl.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
you know,
guys, we have gone into from
all right,
like I'm perfectly
stay on
okay
target.
with anybody's like
A on target.
idea of whatever, but it's like
A
one thing
on
to be like,
target.
almost there.
it's one thing to go off and be like, oh, isn't this a funny idea that actually Princess Peach runs
It's
off with Bowser every so
away.
often, compared to like, like they tell their story how they tell their story, and I don't know, doesn't matter. Stay on target. Let's go on to
Stay on target.
Erm.
Erm.
Um,
They had some really great pictures in Erm.
Did
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
liked Erm. I was
I
into
like
Erm.
I like the spreads.
I was once again mad that it ended as soon as it did. I feel like the story is moving
I
too
love
slowly
it
for
when
me.
they have the 2-page spreads that you also have to turn the magazine.
Yeah. And then in the
We
digital
don't have
version, you
enough of
get you
those.
get each page separately as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like those 2-page spreads.
Another one where I like the colors a lot too,
Yeah.
and the way it would play. Like I love the way all of the color in this panel, and then they drop the background for the rest of the page. You just got the white background after having all the just worked
Yep.
for me. You know, all the color up here, and then you zoom in on the dance in the punch bowl. I don't know
can't
why they're dancing
remember.
in the punch
What
bowl.
was it that they want him to do? Be eaten or something?
Yeah, like he was there. He was like, "Hey, I'm here to kill all you bastards because my masters told me to." And they're like, "Oh, you're just in time for the feast." And then he's like, "Oh shit, yeah, let's go do that." And then so he goes in there with them, and they're like, "Oh, you're the feast, by the way." And then he
Yeah.
tries to run away.
He said he was here to kill all of them.
Yeah, because
Well, it
like in
says
the
he
in the first
loathes
one, right?
them.
He was like the god's most disastrous mistake of a
Oh
being.
yeah.
He's just crazy, ugly, and horrible and insane, and he's
Yeah.
he's virtually unlikable. And then his masters were like, "Yeah, we also want the gods dead. You should go kill them for us." And he's like, "Okay." And then at the end of the last issue, he arrives at the palace, and then it's over. And this is what happens when he gets to the palace, I think.
Okay. I thought these were his masters, but that makes sense.
Very like George Lucas Cantina-y.
mm,
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. There's like this weird dog candelabra on the table.
The
Well, and I
dog
feel like this
candelabra.
this this woman dancing in the punch bowl, uh, uh, at
Oh, so
least.
you're focusing on the wrong part of that picture. There's an orgy of running people in the background.
Well, there is that, but the reason I'm looking at this is it reminds me of Jabba's palace, Return of the Jedi, with
Hmm.
the woman with way too many breasts.
Yeah.
Only this one's even weirder because it's got three. She's got three on top and then two on the bottom. So she's got like the middle breast and then a lower pair of breasts.
Does she have
They're,
three on top?
it looks like
Why?
yeah.
She has something weird going on there. I'll give you that.
looks
I
like.
still like the background of that image better.
Well, yeah, no, the background is fantastic.
But no, there's so much detail in all these pictures.
There's a lot going
Lots
on.
of debauchery going on.
And the second two-page spread. Woo!
You mean all the tattoos?
Yeah, whatever they are.
I want to eat it. Let's suck his marrow. Not over yet, though.
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
Yeah, it's a good story.
This one's a lot of good. It was really fun.
I'm sad that didn't go in there and just start laying people out. That he sort of got duped.
Well, you know.
Makes because like at first I was like, I'm excited to see how kills all these gods. And
That's
now
the
it's like,
next episode.
well
Now
now
Oh,
that
I'm like
he's shaken
now I
off the whole.
now
now
that he's gone through this I don't want to say emotional journey, but like he's in a different emotional place than he was before, and I'm now concerned that he's gonna go even farther into a different emotional place and end up being like, I don't need to kill the gods and I need to kill the masters instead.
Yeah, that's
And really I
possible.
just want to see him kill all the gods.
I'm concerned that the way that he's gonna kill all the gods is to be eaten by them and then poison them to death.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, he just
That
like
would work.
ingests a bunch of cyanide and then lays down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
a bad move. That's a baller move for
No,
sure.
It
no,
is.
no, no. He's already poisoned. That's not the issue. It's just a
Oh,
matter
yeah,
if the
he
gods eat him, they
oh,
will die,
so it's an
which is why
irony
the
thing.
masters
Yeah.
sent him there, right?
Yeah, now there's like poetic irony to it. Where like he's poisoned because of how the gods made him. They made him that disgusting, and now they're gonna eat him and die.
Right.
I'm on board. If ends any other way, I'm gonna be upset now.
Well, I have now set
How could you
high
not see this?
expectations.
Yeah.
Obviously, definitely got none of those ideas from any other source. So, mm.
Righty. Hitchhike.
This was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was quite I think it's weird that the biggest problem I had with this one was how much information she was able to glean just from his robotic member coming out and killing her. She successfully deduces that he and the truck are the same being.
Right.
Really, he's just got like a weird monster penis.
That
Right.
I don't think that
Well,
bothered me
didn't
so much. My
I?
botherment was like we get the end of page 2 and go on to page 3, and it's like,
Well, I
yeah,
think she figured out that they were the same being because they were nearly on empty, and then it came for her, and we find out it's the same being for certain because once she's dead, it's full.
Right.
yeah. I think on to Dylan's point, they probably should have just left out the the statement where it's like you're the same being, and I don't know, said
Right.
something else, or saying you're not human was good. Saying you and the truck are the same machine is probably. But then again, maybe it had something to do with the process of the truck taking all our energy. Still, I don't know. The whole like where they leave off on the page 46 and pick up on page 47 is, I mean, it's meant to be disturbing,
Yeah,
I guess.
But I think it fails. Even if it's meant to be disturbing, it fails
Right.
because it's like too over the top and silly to be disturbing.
Well, it is over. How do I put this? It's not meant to be horror disturbing where you're supposed to
Right.
be like reel back and like, oh
I'm
dear
never gonna
God,
hitchhike again.
I'm never gonna hitchhike again, or
Just
even just the level of, oh, like I now have to go keep that in my memory and think about it, because you're right, it's a comic and it's kind of just on a funny space, but it is supposed to be sort of a level of, oh, instead of like, if you go back to the page before, you get like, you don't really know what's going on by the end of that. Like, it's like, oh, you and the machine are the same thing. And it's sort of like, but you could leave here and what happens next? I mean, like, you could be like, oh, is the machine like just effing her, or
Right. Here's my big question though. What's in the truck?
The
Gravel.
souls of all the dead it's consumed.
I mean, particularly because, he ditches the body.
Right. The souls of all the dead it's consumed.
Okay.
Maybe blood. Looks
Well, I
like
think
it's a
that's.
bloodless body.
I think it's blood and souls are in the engine of the truck, but the payload of the truck
Right.
is, I don't know, toilet paper or something. It looks like a
Yeah,
gravel
I mean,
truck.
it does. It looks like a gravel truck.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure does.
Nothing special. He's just your average, your
Well,
average working
and I'm
monster.
realizing this
Truck
now.
monster.
The back of the truck is 666. So
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, did you see that it ends with etc.?
yeah.
Well, I think
saw
that's just
that.
like it means it repeats over and over. It keeps happening.
Well, I mean
Right, I got it.
yeah, I agree, Dylan. Like
Yeah.
it leads up to right before it ends, it has a second woman, and it's like, oh, I need to
Yeah.
get home or whatever. Oh,
Et
there's a
cetera.
truck. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, this is
Etc.
happen again, right?
I like the ending. I like the ending of etc.
Yeah, the etc.
Yeah,
was pretty
because
I
you
fun.
know
think
it's not the end.
yeah, I think every story that sort of lands where it began like that, every anthology story like that, like oh, it's gonna keep going. Just put etc. on there. It's a
Etc.
nice little cap on it.
Yeah.
You get the point.
Palace 4. That was kind of a fun read. I like the picture a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't feel like there was. I mean, unless I'm misremembering, I didn't feel like there was a proper story to it.
No.
There
It
was
was
no
just like
story to it.
it's
It
just
was just
like here's
talking
some
about a planet.
yeah, it's just here's some stuff.
It's from the Stellar Journals.
It would be like if you were to go read a blurb about a planet you could go visit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is sort of framed as like a National Geographic article, and so that makes sense. And so I guess it fits that way, I suppose.
I don't really see it as there wasn't any story to it. It was talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
So I'm not sure I would say that there's much of a story for it. Obviously there's an image, so there's that. I don't know if it's a good image. I like it a lot. I'm not sure if it say competes for one of my favorite ones though in this issue.
More great color in the Abracax effect.
Yep.
Yeah. That's definitely true. This reminded me of the other story, or of the story you had me read also this weekend, Tad, of Die.
Die?
Yeah, not because of well, because at the end we find out it's just a game.
Okay.
That's part of it, and also because of how the guy at the end sort of acts, reminded
Right.
me of one of the characters
Right.
in that. Until then, I probably wouldn't have said it reminded me of Die at all. So,
No, I see that.
but I don't know. I thought it was fun.
It is fun. It's a fun little story, and the artwork's amazing.
Yeah. It's kind of got this curious stuff going on.
I love how it gives you the hint right here that there's something else going on.
Mm-hmm.
They do that there and once again later, yeah.
Like in The Shining when you get like just the flashes of the twins in the hallway. It's like, hey, what the fuck was that?
Exactly. You're just like, I don't know why this panel is here. And then at the end, it's like, oh, okay, this is actually a game between these two.
And this guy's like, you suck at this game.
And the other guy's like, no, you cheat.
Yeah.
Right.
Much.
Cheater's like, one day I shall be master of the world.
Which
So I
makes me
think it's
think that he
trying to tell
actually
me
is a
that
cheater.
cheaters always win.
Mm.
You're good enough.
I don't know if that's true. I think they just always want to win. Which is why they cheat.
Hmm. I mean, Lance Armstrong always won.
But he
There you
didn't
go.
cheat.
Oh, he did.
I know. I was being facetious.
Yeah. That's a
Well, but
that's a conspiracy theory.
But like, if everybody does it, is it cheating?
It's O'Brien.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a year where they stripped it and they gave it
Yeah.
to the second team, and then they had to strip it
Strip
and
it
give it
to-
to the
give it to the
third
next
team.
team.
That
Yeah.
finally went to like the fourth
Yeah.
place.
All right, fair enough.
That made me wonder
enough.
if they just decided to stop checking the blood at fourth place.
Yeah.
It's like, we can't have this happen again.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Brian's got some really colorful pictures and some nice ladies.
Yeah, another great like tavern scene.
Yep.
Yep.
This is a cool tavern scene.
I dig it.
I would cringe as an artist if that was in the script and I had to draw it. I'd be like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, doing like crowd scenes or like when you,
the worst.
when you write a scene that's like, oh, the shelf is just filled with trinkets and baubles of like witchcraft or whatever. It's like you need to be more specific or not give me this much shit to draw.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, as an artist, like I completely agree with that. Like doing tons of little details is not my thing. I wonder if there are artists who like it though.
I know that there are.
Oh, there has to be. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I don't know how you would have this.
There are definitely artists that do. There are definitely artists that do. I think I've talked to artists. They're like, yeah, sometimes I have to stop myself because I just start putting way too much detail into the panels.
This reminds me,
I'm sure it's an easy trap to fall into.
pretty sure this is a DACA story, which is nice. I think that's the term. Is that the term?
This adventure story sounds like we'll continue with them.
Yeah.
We've got our traveling companions.
Yep.
On weird steeds.
On awesome steeds, you mean?
Yes, but still weird.
You just meant
Weirdly awesome.
One of them's a.
I'll accept that, Matt.
Yeah, it's like a ostrich and a leopard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. I mean,
Pretty awesome, it seems.
essentially, you have one that looks like a chocobo, which makes me wonder when the first chocobo from Final Fantasy was, and if they stole off this. And then, yeah.
Wouldn't shock me.
No, Chocobos came like I mean the first Final Fantasy wasn't until the 80s.
All right, there you go.
You know what?
That's what I was saying. Like,
Hmm.
did Final Fantasy see this and was like, this is super cool.
One of the things that I never started or never really noticed a lot before I was doing the podcast and talking to artists and like digging into specifics in comics that I now always see is like great shadows and great folds of cloth.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Their clothes just hang right.
Yep.
It's something you're not supposed to notice. When it's done wrong, you do notice.
Right.
Like lettering, yeah.
Yep.
Right. Like lettering.
But
Yeah.
I think there's still a lot of room between done really well and done wrong. I think a lot of the time I continue not noticing even when I'm doing the deep dives because they're just there. They didn't fuck anything up, but they didn't do anything special. Managing to get all of these folds, the baggy pants, and have the shadows feel right, and that's worthy of like a shout out.
Oh, of course.
You know.
Definitely.
For that matter, I'm really impressed with the skin tones.
Yeah.
This weird frogfish goblin on the tree here
is pretty awesome. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. I want more of that guy.
What's our artist on this one?
I want to see that guy in like a D&D campaign. Or a movie.
I want to say
or
this
more
is...
of the story. I'd accept that too.
What page is this? Just so I can come back to it properly. 66.
Morrow.
Maru? Is that Maru?
Morrow, yeah.
Morrow.
Morrow.
But I also feel like it got brought up in the incidentally at the beginning.
Mhm.
Yeah, his Grey Morrow unleashed. His swashbuckling Orion, long a rumor wherever comic clutches are held, begins in this issue and will run for 8. And then, due to public clamor, will be released by HM Conglomerate as a Nikki book for Christmas giving. So, yeah. That's very much coolness. Yep.
Sword and sorcery, though.
Yeah, I've finally gotten into sword and sorcery. Took me forever.
I like it sometimes. I mean, it's not. It's like anything. It can sometimes be fun and sometimes
No,
be.
yeah, I mean, like anything, it's got to be done well. But
Yeah.
between Jim Zub's current run on Conan and some of the stuff we've read in heavy metal and
Oh,
barbaric, I've
it
gone,
definitely.
oh, there's some good stuff here.
It definitely gave me some Conan vibes. I mean, without having a barbarian.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jim Zub, have you read Skull Kickers?
I haven't.
Oh my
Andy gave
God,
it
you
to me.
should. It's
I need to.
Yes,
Very much on my list.
love it.
Very much on my list. I have the hardcovers. Andy gave them to me.
Yeah, I
like
actually
this,
bought the floppies when they came out.
Okay.
I kind of like this lady looking into this.
Into the pool
Yeah.
and seeing that they're coming.
Yeah.
Why do so many of the women in heavy metal not only have their boobs hanging out, but have their boobs hanging out in a way that looks uncomfortable?
Mm.
I mean, why would you have this shirt that goes above and beneath your breasts, but doesn't
With a big
cover-
ring in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
It just looks like a really
Looks comfy.
odd and uncomfortable garment.
I'm thinking
It-
a man
it
designed
does.
it.
I'm thinking that you're probably right.
Yeah. Seems almost certain.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't designed for comfort. It was designed for villainy
Oh, absolutely.
by a man.
All the worst villains have their boobs
Just,
out.
just so you know, by a man. Airtight
And
garage.
That's some more
Airtight
airtight
garage.
garage, where we learned that you can change levels.
Yep.
And there's a summary of upcoming episodes, a few gags, and the mystery will deepen.
It was
Then we have
amusing.
3 pages where he arrived and walked through the
Wandering
marketplace,
around.
and then took the hat off of this dude.
Right. Yeah, he's looking for somebody, and if you read a little bit of all the what the other people are saying, it seems like he's being watched. So
Yeah.
it's a subtle suspense builder.
And then on to everybody's favorite
Oof.
1996.
Oh yeah.
The first time where I actually kinda understood most, like 90% of what they were saying.
I actually figured out like the key, and I still
Yeah.
wasn't able to do it well. But have any of you played Mad Gab?
Think so?
Uh,
A long time ago.
Yeah,
One
where
where
it's
you-
got like words that you're supposed to say really fast so that
Oh.
people will figure out that you're really
Nope.
saying other words.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, like My Dixie Wrecked.
right. I think that's the key here. You just have to read it really fast.
Yeah, I don't read it really fast, but I do sort of. It's that. Yes.
That's weird.
it's
What
like
is nice
that.
statue in a place?
I mean,
tired.
it does seem like it works a little bit.
Yeah.
Or Firm Thring's Presentagen.
We try to keep the ambience nice for the customers.
Take a look around.
Right.
Yeah, sure. Take your time.
An angel and all east is around.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I almost just actually want to rewrite it all to what it's actually saying.
Yeah, except that just feels like too much effort. The story doesn't feel strong enough to take that amount of time to go.
I don't know, man.
I mean, if
I
you
don't
ever
know.
do and you decide that it's way better, definitely show it to me so I don't have to do that work. But
I'm not saying that I will, but I do almost feel like it's worth because of how
it might
many
be.
of these we've had to read. The only thing
I'm
is
not.
I'm
I'm
pretty
not at
sure
all
I
trying
get
to say
tired
it's
after 3
impossible.
comics.
But yeah, yeah.
Sure. I
And
did like her
another,
outfit though.
well, but another one that just looks incredibly uncomfortable.
Sure.
Let's have the buckles right over my nipples on the
Obviously, she's wearing pasties over her nipples between those buckles.
which may or may not make it better.
Maybe not. Anyhow,
And they're like pulling the shorts up way too high.
Oh yeah. Again, super uncomfortable.
Yeah, that does not look like.
anyhow,
And lost.
Lost.
Lost felt very lost.
what are you talking about? Lost was awesome.
Okay, tell me about Lost.
Okay, so you have this artist who is on the phone with his editor saying that he's working on the thing, and there is all of a sudden a tiny little alien who has appeared on his desk. The tiny little alien, he sees this tiny little alien, and he's like, what the heck are you? And the tiny little alien is like, oh, good grief, there's a giant monster here. Kind of like Odysseus with
Okay,
the giant.
The
okay.
The tiny
Cyclops.
little monster takes out his gun and shoots this guy, and this guy is on the phone with his editor saying, holy shit, my hand's been shot. And his editor's like, yeah, bullshit, like, there is no such thing as tiny little men, and your hand isn't shot. Get your fucking work to me. This
And
is
then it
great.
blasts off from the
Yeah, and then the
brushes.
tiny little
Okay,
man
I'm seeing it
jumps
now.
back into his spaceship and flies away.
I'm seeing it now.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's a great little story.
This was amazing.
Yeah.
No, no, no. I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it now. I think I somehow missed the size discrepancy
That
Mm.
would be
when
easy to miss. Yeah.
when I
Especially
Well,
since
initially
yeah.
read it.
It took me a while with the
Because it's
brushes and the
really only
spaceship.
emphasized in the pow pow panel in the bottom corner and the spaceship landing in the top corner.
well, it's also a little bit emphasized, but in a very awkward way in the second panel in the middle one. Actually, for that matter, in the second and fourth panel, because you
Oh, no, I
have
see
the
that now.
yeah,
Because you've
third
got the
panel
pen
too.
sticking in, and then you've got
Right.
him hiding down there.
And you've got the pen, yeah, the pen sticking in again. It's like you can see that this guy is like supposed to be
But I also feel
small.
like this is the last comic I read before having to, or getting to go out and supervise students watching the
Fair
eclipse.
enough.
So
No worries.
I might not have spent as much time with it as I might have. I'm seeing it all now and going,
It's all
okay,
good.
you're right. Lost. I'm still gonna say Lost is lost, but Lost is an awesome way.
Any one-page story that's this tight,
Yeah.
good in my book.
Yeah.
I liked it.
And those glasses are crazy.
Yep.
On the artist.
Thoughts, Dylan?
Yeah.
I I had a hard time getting around it
Fair
when I
enough.
first read it. Um, I'll be
That's
honest, I
fine.
don't remember a lot of it. I read it a long time ago, so I'm trying to
That
remember what happened.
is that Jerry Cornelius
It looks like it.
in the
Yeah.
background there?
Is this another Mobius?
I don't think it is.
No,
That it doesn't look like a Mobius.
No,
no.
it does. I mean, no, it's Jean-Louis Strip.
But that's definitely, yeah, that definitely looks like Jerry Cornelius.
Well,
Maybe he's
you
fan.
got a little bit of heavy metal there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It looks like him.
You know what? I mean, I wonder if he's shooting Mobius. I wonder if this is like the "you're too good. I must shoot your hands."
Okay.
That is a very interesting take. I didn't even think of that.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something that
Yeah.
a writer that I'm still not comfortable naming on the podcast once wrote after reading at the time unfilmed script from another writer that I love that I will name. He got in his hands on the pilot script for Studio 60 on the Sunset script, Sunset Strip from Aaron Sorkin, and he read it and when he wrote about it, he's like, just read the pilot to Studio 60, nearly gave up writing. Man, I want to break that man's hands. um, so from the whole like jealousy standpoint, that you know that would be an interesting way to
Sure.
Compliment.
compliment slash yeah, that's older Jean Girard. I want to find old.
Mobius.
Yeah.
He is Jean Griard.
You want to find old
Yeah, see
Jean
that
Guillard.
that almost looks like it only with more balding.
Hmm.
Uh, here we go. Younger. It's
Oh,
almost too
that
curly.
guy in the comic.
Hairstyle's way off.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say the guy in the comic has very
Looks like a
straight
beetle.
hair and has
Yeah, no,
beard.
that's what I'm specifically looking for. Was there an era where that's how Mobius's hair looked?
Yep.
Comes slightly closer here.
Yeah, but no mustache.
Yeah, no
No
mustache or
beard.
beard
Yeah.
in any of these.
Yeah, I haven't seen a mustache on any of them. So maybe not.
Might be a stretch.
But I love that concept.
It is a fun concept.
Mobius did so much great work. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's actually very Sonny Bono.
Mm-hmm.
The beard and the mop.
Yeah.
Underground, I really didn't understand, other than maybe it's a train to hell.
Yeah, I think that's
It's just the gist of it.
yeah.
I'm not sure understanding it is what.
Is that the point?
Yeah,
No, I think Train to Hell is a pretty
I think that's pretty
a
accurate.
no exit. Everybody like not only going in, but then like skipping fares.
Skipping fares.
Well, this guy looks he's jumping over the turnstile.
I don't know if
This
he's
guy's
any of.
robbing the.
Well, like, look at the
No, 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 no.
the
You got
ticket
this all
booth guy.
wrong.
The ticket booth guy is robbing the people who are coming to pay for tickets.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
everybody
okay.
here who's coming for these tickets, if you look at them, they all have tons of money with them. They have to pay
Okay.
everything to get a single ticket.
Gotcha.
Like if you go back to page 1,
No, I saw that. I saw that.
yeah, like
So
it's pretty
tons of
specific.
money to get on your train to hell with the bulls.
And I like how the exits are all chained off.
Yeah. Eat
But no
it
one's even
now.
trying to get out.
Insane torturers. Youth
I couldn't
Club
figure
Sea of
out.
Blood chapter.
Yeah, train to hell. Devil's even there as
Yeah.
the conductor. Looks like.
Yeah.
So I think you're right, Dylan. I think it's just a train to hell.
End of the
Yeah,
line.
And at the end, right? Like the end is like the
No
exits
exit.
are locked. Yeah, no
Yep.
exit.
Yep. Barbarella was interesting this time.
It was, but it.
I don't know if I thought the execution was great,
No, that was my big issue. Is I
but
just
there were
felt
some
like I
cool
was
concepts.
reading way too much in this entire thing. Uh, there were a lot of cool concepts, but again,
But it's an involved story.
sure, I'm okay with that, but I just again felt like I was having to read a lot of dialogue.
Yeah, but you got to remember, older comics are much text heavier.
That's true.
That's fair.
I mean, Stan
Like this
Lee
is
was worse than this half the time.
I believe it.
And most of what he wrote was in the panel. At
yeah.
least
I
here,
mean,
most of what's in the dialogue isn't also in the panel.
and this is par for the course for the, what 78. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I mean that's perfectly fine. I just
But I
I
agree with you. I
we
think if it was tighter, it would be better.
Sure.
we talk about it being wordy and other things. This is
I-
one of the times where I actually
Yeah.
like was actually bothered by how wordy it was.
Absolutely.
So much text.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I do love the whole concept though that there's an art contest where the prize is an entire star system.
That is pretty cool.
Well, but also that the only one that catches on to how like despicable and wrong that is Barbarella.
Also pretty cool.
I mean, they're treating her as the ditz, and she's like, "You don't get it. You're making art to for mobsters to what?"
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I
And
like
then
it.
apparently her sex with him inspires him so much that he throws her away and she goes off with the guy with the big green hair.
It almost inspired me that much.
To go off with a guy with big green hair.
Just
No, that was also weird because it was like these three guys are talking about needing to get her out of the picture, and then he just throws her out of the picture. I was like, oh,
Well,
Mm.
and I think she was hoping to distract him enough that he didn't like make a new piece of art for this horrible thing, and instead inspired him.
is that what you think was going on?
It's kind of what it felt like.
I couldn't figure out. I still can't figure out what her motives are, or much of anything. I mean,
I mean, I
like I
can't
get that.
entirely, but she did have the uh is it
Yeah, there's some point. No, there's at some point where she's like I completely agree with you. Like at some point she's like, this is ridiculous. I could see that being her motives, but I don't know. It's very wordy, and I don't feel like even it being very wordy covers everything it
yeah.
needs to cover.
Yeah.
The art is cool.
The art is wonderful. Love the art. Actually, I love the story so far. It's amusing. It's really fun. The whole weird concept of being able to bind something to a universe or disperse it by making a miniature version of it that's still it somehow.
Right.
Crazy, but amusing.
But yeah.
Honestly, Barbara seems like the only person who's even decent in this entire comic, and then
Yeah.
everybody else is like the people that she was working with originally,
Evil and dumb.
sleazeballs. The guy that they were going after that, we spend a lot of this comic with, pretty sleazebally. I don't know anything about this green-haired guy, but I don't know. I could see him being a sleazeball.
It
Oh, I'm sure he
does.
is.
It does feel like a definite possibility. And what's with them all wanting her to be a mother?
That's also awkward.
Yeah.
Um,
Men, they all disgust me. All of them? Surely not me. Surely not me. No, no.
No, not you. Ridiculous.
Not like I read that pretty bland now, and now I just want to imagine her rolling her eyes just because of how Matt said it, where it's like, no, not you.
Exactly.
So I like that version of it better. I've accepted that as new canon.
It's new canon.
Alrighty. Open up a document.
Free fall, all of us.
Free fall. Oh, yeah. That was a really good story last time.
Oh yeah. I think my ongoing this time is Barbarella.
Fair
I now
enough.
really want to know what's going on.
I'm minus still. We get that.
That's a good one.
It is.
I was gonna be for my panel. I think for my ongoing, I know it's just the start, but I'm gonna go with Orion.
For the panel, you said?
For ongoing.
Hmm.
That's
For ongoing,
fair.
I'm doing Orion. For the panel, I'm probably gonna go with something on Herb.
Hmm.
Matt, what's your favorite ongoing? Are you gonna stay true to form and say Den?
No,
I'll
I'm
go with
not
Slytherin.
actually.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with the Winter of Last Combat. Winter of the Last
okay.
Combat.
That's fair.
Okay. That's definitely fair. The art is outstanding. I tend to
Mhm.
agree with
really
Peter that
good.
it was really depressing.
It 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 was heavy-handed in its I mean, I liked it, but it was really heavy-handed in its total destruction of everything that could have possibly
You know, I
been
think
okay.
I talked myself into it at the beginning, and Charles Vess's self-portrait is my favorite story. But I'm actually going to make it a tie with Lost
I'm just gonna go with Lost.
for like similar reasons. I feel like they're like
They
you
are
could make a
pretty,
two-page story out of the two of them.
yes. They are very interrelated, similar.
I'm gonna go with Abercax Effect.
Sorry.
Lush.
think, Dylan?
I just for the first time, I think I'm at a complete loss.
There was a lot of good stuff in this issue.
It was.
Speak more to your complete loss.
Hmm?
That you just liked everything, or you didn't like
No,
much,
I mean I don't I didn't like everything.
So 1999 is your choice.
19
96, you mean?
I mean, listen, you giving that tip on how to read it makes me like it more. I
It
haven't
does.
I haven't even read it with that trick. I don't know what the fuck happened in this, but just knowing that I know how to read it now makes me like it.
It's like half. As I look at it, it's like if you can manage to slur fast talk,
Uh-huh.
like fast and slow at the same time,
Yeah.
Mhm.
is what it is.
Yeah, you have to essentially figure out what they're slurring their talk into.
Now, if you'll
or
follow
from.
me through the southern park wheel,
Yeah, I
what
don't
would
even
you
know that I
want?
think it's like that, but anyhow, go ahead.
I'm gonna go with the underground.
Underground.
Train to
Mhm.
hell.
Art. I mean, that's really what heavy metal seems to be most about. Is great
Trains to
art.
hell.
Trains to hell, yes. Not great art, just trains to hell.
I am, and it's tough because I love this panel in Orion,
Mhm.
the swords or the
Pants.
folds in the cloth and whatnot. But I think I'm gonna go back to Den and that the dragon flying out of the mist. So this one's a tough call too. You know? Or the scream. A lot of good panels this issue. But yeah, the dragon flying out of the
Mhm.
mist here. It's gonna be my winner. Page 13. Anybody else?
I got page 41 with the painted ladies.
Painted ladies.
Ain't
Good one.
nothing wrong with that.
And that was an if you need to put that in there too, or want to.
I mean, if one day I might like catch us all up on show notes. I haven't done show notes since I think last April. But I feel like on the off chance that I ever like binge them, I should try to keep notes.
Can you go to the beginning of real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, the page 34, the title page for is my second favorite panel.
Yeah, it's real good.
That's a good one.
But for favorite panel, I'm going with page 16.
16.
It's Charles Vess's illustration for the Ruse.
I think a title page is less of a panel than a splash page, but
Right.
I kind of want to pick the title page for Erm.
Good, so
That's fair.
good.
I don't. I don't think
I'll
there's
I'll
any issue
gladly
with that.
accept disqualification for that one and choose another one if the court
If
pleases.
I can do
No, I was trying to say I don't think that anybody's gonna disqualify you for that.
No. Right.
yeah,
Yeah, no, everything's fair
if I
game.
can do
I
Vess's
hope it didn't sound
self-portrait
like
as
I
a
was trying
story,
to knock you,
Yeah,
cause
yeah, that's true. If the self-portrait can be a story, then the title for Erm can be a panel.
Yep.
yeah. I mean, I'm
And for
pretty
that matter,
sure.
I'm looking at last month. My favorite panel was the family portrait.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I'd be honest with you, Dylan. The rules are made up by us, and
yeah,
Like whose line is it anyway?
I was just about to say that. And
Yeah,
the points don't matter.
yeah.
points don't matter.
the reason we look for a panel at all has everything to do with the name of the show. And sometimes it winds
Sure.
up being a panel, and sometimes it winds up being a page. Sometimes
Mhm.
it winds up being a sequence of panels because panels are meant to interact with each other.
Yep.
Sometimes, like Peter today, it's a double page spread.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
They're all being held by this like dude with really weird hands.
Which is a question of like, are they actually being held, or is that just a framing for the picture, or
No,
I
I
could
think
believe either. I
I
could
think there, I
believe
think
either.
there you can see there's metal framing on either side of this dude. I think he's just putting his hands up there because it's warm and he has cold hands.
that's possible.
I
He's just
mean,
touching the
they
button.
are probably generating a lot of heat.
How else would you show off cool hands like that?
That's true.
I mean, those hands are epic.
Mhm.
That guy's whole body is pretty epic, just melting away underneath that.
Mhm.
I really like her helmet there. It's pretty cool.
Now we're looking at it the right way. I just
Mhm.
realized that I have tools to be able to do that.
Yeah, mine doesn't do that. That's cool.
Yeah, I can't make my little tablet do that.
I can't do it on the tablet. I can do it on the program that I have. Comic
Just
Rack is a really good comic reading program.
I just use whatever website Google Drive suggests when I try
That
to open the file.
Dylan, I'm right there with you, man.
Yeah, yeah. There's an ad that's always at the bottom, and then to read the bottom, I have to click the button to make the ad go to the
Go
top.
away. Yep.
Yep.
Now, I will tell you, if you're reading on a computer, I recommend Comic Rack. It also organizes stuff for you. Will add metadata. You can get a Comic Vine scraper to get the metadata.
PDFX. And I was just able to turn that page. I realized I can do that here. I can't do it on my tablet, but I can do it here.
On the
A tablet
tablets,
won't even show the whole thing on one page, no matter what.
No.
Anyhow,
On my iPad, I like Smart Panel.
Mhm.
Well, I've heard good things about panels, but really only if you pay for it. There's too much functionality that's not there if you don't pay for it.
Yeah.
And since I'm using a work iPad, I try not to put anything paid on it because it's all sorts of complicated to manage to make that work. Yeah, this is a cool image. I would actually love to see it without the crease.
that would be wonderful. I do admit the crease does break it a little bit.
Yeah. So there, another episode in the books. Next month, number 13.
1978,
April
number 4.
1978. Yeah, 78, number 4.
Cool.
Quick preview.
Quick.
For that matter, I'll share the screen again when we do our quick preview.
That sounds reasonable.
I kind of love this cover.
Oh, I like that. Some kind of doof warrior situation.
Yeah. I was gonna say he doesn't look like he's wearing much.
Den is back.
Some more done.
Is
Finished.
back.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Airtight Garage is back.
Orion's back.
Orion and Barbarella are back.
Mhm.
No 1996.
I don't see though. I don't know if like the that Doom comic we were talking about. Diabolical Planet. I don't know if there's any more of that. So to be honest, the first issue of that wasn't called Diabolical Planet, and this was the most recent was Diabolical Planet Part 2.
Oh,
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 wait a
man.
minute. There is a 1996. I lied.
The
Don't
few
show.
the quick flip through of looks fucking dope. It looks real good.
City of
Flowers
Flowers.
looks cool too.
City of Flowers looks great. I'm into that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
City
All
of
right,
Flowers
I'm
looks
excited
good.
for this
Some more
one.
Airtight Garage.
Boxes.
Orion looks
Orion.
nice.
Yep. It's like the
Paradise 9.
departure.
Looks interesting.
Oh. There was like a little bit of Mobius in Departure. I don't think it's by Mobius.
No, it said
No, I know, I read
in
that.
the style of Antonius Gastonius von Mobius.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. I just like that
Yeah.
that character from Airtight Garage showed up there. And
Yeah.
we're talking about the next thing even before we read it, but exciting.
Seems like the garage isn't so airtight if the characters are leaking into other stories.
You know,
Damn it. And
is
he's even
Paradise 9 a whole separate magazine?
maybe.
It looks like it is, because it looks
Paradise
like
9
it's got
magazine.
multiple. See, it says Paradise 9 magazine, so
Hmm.
so it
Guess
looks
we'll
like
have
we're
to look
getting
at
a
that later.
like preview of a different magazine, or at least something, because there's some that is Mobius in the flora of Paradise 9. So maybe they're just doing a. Yeah, well, we have we have a explanation that we'll read next month.
Cool.
So
I'm excited for this one.
magazine inside a magazine, and then
9661.
96
God damn it. I just learned how to read this. Why are they messing with it?
That's so funny.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's a one pager again.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see what the whole Paradise 9 thing is.
Yeah, it looks good. I can't wait to read it.
It does look interesting. And then another Barbarella story. So yeah, next
All
month
right.
looks fun.
Cool.
Diabolical Planet sequels.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, Matt, you want to take us out?
We will continue after the next page.
Hey guys, this is Tyler from 22 Panels. I'm here to tell you all about our Patreon. If you enjoy this show, please consider donating to our Patreon to keep this show going. We have many different tiers, all different levels to help you decide what's right for you. Okay, so get on out there to patreon.com/22panelspodcast.